Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm on here today and I'm going to do some work on this journal here. I really want to get it finished because I got, excited to get it finished. Hopefully we'll get it a lot done today. I hope I can get a few pages done today. That's where I put that frilly thing the other day. It's different, isn't it? So if things are different, it's good. Things are good if they're different, aren't they? Now, let me see, where am I supposed to have this? There, somewhere. Okay, now, I'm in Australia, and it is raining. We've had heaps and heaps of rain today, as far as I know, because it's just been raining. That's all it's been doing. I've been through a few packets here of things that and I've got out bits that I could possibly put in here somewhere, like bits, but nothing, amazing as such yet. I haven't got I don't know if I'm going to do sort of pictures or anything if I'm putting in there. I put the birds in, didn't I? I've done put a few birds in this, yeah, and little stickers and parts like that, and I'm just thinking, well, I'll just keep going with what I'm doing and see what happens, eh? So I've got them bits I pulled out. I got these here that I cut out the other day because my punch wasn't worked. That my 1-inch punch kept on playing up on me. I decided I'd go on and get my big shot, and I spent hours the other day, hours cutting out shapes. These are a lot of them. I still have a lot of them in here. I have a packet with bits. I did envelopes, I did frames, I did butterflies, I did a lot of, I did a few flowers, but I've got some circles because I want to do the this tie-up thing to tie these down. Now whether I'm going to do them both together or not, I don't know. I looked at that earlier and I thought, now would I put one up there and one down there, because this opens and you can put something in there. It seems awful stiff though, this pocket. Wait a minute. Seems awful stiff. Oh, right. It's really stiff, that. And that's probably, I suppose it's okay. If I put something soft in there, it'll be alright. Won't have a nice piece of paper to write on or something, because it's got a little bit of I'm having a bit of trouble with this. I mean, I don't really want to leave something in a book that's going to be, it's because there's two thicknesses, isn't there? Look at me. Well, you think about this now. Somebody got this and they couldn't get... Well, I've got big hands, I know, but what's the point of having that if you can't get your stuff in and out of it? Because it's too tight. Okay. You watch me take this off now, hey? But I really want to salvage the top bit. I might look at that. I want to salvage the whole lot. Actually, we are having a bit of a disaster here now. Look, it's a good thing this happened while before I went any further, because look, that's coming out there, that page. Yeah, look at that. Brilliant. Actually, now I'm going to have the other bit out too, aren't I? Nobody cry. It'll be fine. We'll fix it. Look at that. See, this is very frail, that paper. I'm going to have to put it onto something else, right? I'm going to have to put that onto something else. So that means sticking this onto something else, because I'll have to take this piece off here. Okay, righto. Let's do that then. Let's fix it. We can't have that happening. Wouldn't that be nice if I just sold that to someone and it all come apart in their hands? Oh dear, how embarrassing and how horrible would that be? You've got to be careful, you see, what you put in your journals. You can't just put... Like, I've got a really solid piece of card, like that pocket, onto this very flimsy piece of paper. So that was a big mistake, wasn't it? But we're going to hopefully get it without wrecking this side. Don't wreck that side. We can't wreck that side. We can easily redo that side and fix it, though. We can fix it. We don't have to worry, we can fix it. Well, it wants to stick there just because it's going to be awkward if it does. Right. Okay, we've got to save our pieces. Oh, dearie me. So I think I'll just use the top of this envelope. I'll show you anyway. We'll do this. We have to fix this. Okay. we cannot leave it like it is. This is very flimsy and now it's very holey as well, so that's an issue. Stick off there. Undo this. Right, that bit, they're all in one piece. May lose the sticker, that doesn't matter. This here is going to come off too, because it is. Oh dear. Don't want to ruin my top bit. Didn't want to ruin the bottom bit either. But too flimsy. That paper was way too flimsy. I shouldn't have used that unless it had a good backing piece behind it. I might just cut that off there. I don't want to wreck that. We could use this, couldn't we? Righto. Yeah, that'll be all right now. It'll be fine. I can use. I guess I can use this in it. I don't think I will. I was going to put it, make a collage or something, but I don't think I'll worry about that. I don't have to go that far. We can keep this piece though. Look, this is fresh, and we'll make sure we'll use it on the back of something, or so we don't have to pull all our page out again. Righto. Now, that should go in the bin. So now I have an empty space. That can stay like that. I could probably put this onto here. I'm going to cut that. I'm going to cut down here on this envelope. Take the back off it. Because you don't really need to put an envelope in something like that. If I had had it detached, it would have worked all right. Like I could put it on so it would just have a paper clip on the side of it. I should have did that, shouldn't I? Like I could have just put a paper clip on the side of it and held it on like that. So what have we got here? I collaged that, didn't I? So what we can do, I suppose, is just take this off here. No, I won't use these. These big ones will do a better job and they'll do it quicker for me, I think. The little ones, I'll be fiddling around there trying to get them to work on this larger piece, you see. Now, righto. Now I made a hole there, so we must put one of those things in that, eyelet. Don't cut your collage bits off. It sort of kept on coming unstuck, didn't it, as I was doing it too. So there was all this lifting up going on that I probably should make sure I take care of this time, make sure it's not lifting up. I'm not going to put it there because I want it on a darker piece, I think. And then it's a really big pocket, because, I don't know, for the size of the book, I think I've got an idea anyway. We've got an idea, so we'll make sure this is right. It isn't. There's a bit there coming off. I shall fix that. I shall fix this. I don't mind fixing things. What am I up to? Zoo's bit. They're all lifting, aren't they? For some reason, it's not working for me. Oh dear, that's not good. Oh dear, that's a lot of glue. Wait a minute. Let me get something else on here that's a bit solid to use as a little lift. I don't mind if I use a bit of this, it's okay. That's how you get the glue under things, not what I was doing. Okay, put it on a piece of paper and then put the paper underneath the bit that's lifting up. And that'll come off there, see? It'll glue it. The glue will come off your piece of card and go onto that. Yeah, put glue onto that bit. Yeah, I think so. Right. Not quite happy with this bit yet, it's still got a bit lifted up on it. There. I don't know, I must have stuck that down with glue stick. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the glue stick, but sometimes you probably don't realise that you haven't got enough glue stick. It's not holding it down. There we go, now it should be right. Okay. Now I've got to put those back in there somehow, somewhere. But for this, I'm going to, because I think it's really big, but then you can't just have all tiny little pockets, can you? Let me just get a piece of paper. Something that would be like on the back of the, I want to make a gusset thing on it. So therefore it'll lift open, okay? It'll open, but I need something a bit more solid than that. It's not solid enough. A piece of, heavier piece of paper, Sonya. Even, oh, that's an envelope. I know. Isn't it dreadful? I've got a truckload of paper in. I do not want to use this. I do not want to use that. Am I naughty? I really am naughty. I just don't. I think to myself, I don't want to use that. I'll use this. I don't mind. Bit of file folder. Okay. Now I don't need to have a really long bit, but well, I'll have it the length of the thing. I meant going into there very far. You know, it doesn't need to go into there very far. It doesn't have to be a very deep thing. Okay, pencil please. Where? Yeah, so I did have to go out yesterday in the world. Wasn't really happy about that because there was there's a fair few people out, well, a few people out there stocking up. You could see that they were stocking up on supplies because, you know, I don't think it's because people are greedy. I think it's because they don't want to have to go back out. That's my issue anyway. I'm doing this. I went out and got some things that we needed that we couldn't actually get. Why am I putting that there? Put it back in the box. That we needed that we couldn't actually get on, you know, online. So just to get us through this, hopefully. This is only a small time. I don't know. Because this is a bit thick, I'm going to just put a bit of I'll put a crease in it. Yeah, so a lot of the people, I think, were just doing that so they don't have to go back out. You know, they're getting their things in so they don't have to go back out. There was hardly any toilet paper, which is really weird, isn't it? But everybody's only allowed to get 2 packets anyway, and that's okay. I mean, they're not going to close them sort of shops unless, of course, they stop the trucks coming through. But I don't know if that's going to happen. Things will have to get really bad, and then, you know, we'll have to work out other things to do, won't we? But if we've got bits and pieces in the freezer and the fridge, you know, that you've covered, and that's what, you know, we've been aiming for anyway, so just add a bit extra. And you don't have to buy everything. There's hardly any sugar. I don't know what that was about. maybe the people think we need some more sugar. Don't know. Anyway, so this I'm going to stick on here. It's only about 3/4 of an inch it is, and I'll put it in half. I've done it in half, so can make a gusset in this, and I need to glue it down nicely so it'll work good. Yeah, so most people had masks on. It's the thing, you have to. You can't go into a shop and that now without, or you shouldn't be up the street anyway without one on. It says it's all. I mean, no, I'm not in the Sydney part where it's bad or anything. I don't even think we've got any out here, but nobody wants it either. Nobody wants to get germs and that, because people, a whole heap of people went to one of our big zoos over in Dubbo, which is about an hour away, like a bus full of them did, and they were on lockdown. They come from the city and Sydney, and they were on lockdown, and 70-something of them went over to the zoo. But as far as I know, the manager caught that and didn't let them in, because you shouldn't be travelling off about some places where, you know, especially if you've come from one of the badly infected areas. Well, for Australia it is, because, you know, we don't have, they try very hard to keep it under control. I hope they can do, but you don't know. It's a bad, worse, what's the name than the first one, I think, the virus thing that's out there now. Try not to worry about it, you know, because it's just, we just can't keep worrying. I know we've got to be careful, we've got to be, what's the name, but we just can't afford to just spend our life on that, because that's not good. You have to have a bit of a break away from all this brain stuff. Okay, so now that I can do before I stick this into the book, I can put that bit there on. I haven't got a part down the bottom, and I don't think I need to. I'm going to stick this down like a part. I mean, like this across there, because it'll just give you an easier way to put a little note in there or something. Okay. Now I need a brad. I bought them in here with me. Eyelet, brad. I don't know. Do I need to put an eyelet in there or a brad? Brad will do me. I'm going to get him out here. I do like using the eyelets, but we need that for... No, I don't have to have an eyelet. We have a brad this time. I'll put this back up here where it's supposed to be. I just have a mouthful of my coffee. I'm very late with the coffee today, because I've been... I slept last night like a log. I did have to get up a few times, but I still slept like a log. I got up this morning. I sat in the lounge room and had me breakfast, and I sat in the lounge room on the chair and did a few things and went back to sleep. And didn't feel like I wanted to get up at all. But you got to, because now I want to be able to sleep later on. It's terrible, isn't it? Oh, well, it might be the weather making me tired, and that's good, because I do have times when I can't sleep properly, and we've all heard about that, haven't you? I've been grizzling about that for years. These are nice, these grey ones. I wonder if I can find another grey one. There you go. So hubby's using the clothes dryer. He's excited, he likes the clothes dryer. The cat doesn't, but he does. He likes the clothes dryer, because he used it the other day when the sun was shining, because we just bought it and he wanted to have a turn on it, and he really likes it, but it makes the clothes feel so much better. It's softer towels and everything, you know. Now I need to put a little circle in there, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted circles. It was really weird. The ones I cut out with this skin and cut didn't seem like they were round to me. I don't know, it might have been just me, but they didn't seem round. Now, I've got all different sizes here and stuff like that, because I didn't want to actually... Do you want to do two? No, I don't know if you need two, do you? Actually, I like this orangey colour one. Apricot colour. That looks good, doesn't it? Okay, now here. Right. Mind you, I haven't figured out the top bit yet, have I? Where did I put that? The closure. Aren't I having it now? Is that what happens? Do I take that away? Okay. Right. Maybe I'll just put it on here. How about that? It can go from there to there, and these things you just can tip down in there. Think that'll work? What am I thinking? Is that not? Oh, better get in the picture. What am I thinking? No, you can't do that. That'd have to have some sort of thing like that on it, wouldn't it? And then it could flip up open like that. This thing here, this hole, is not necessary anymore unless I fasten something onto it. Okay, right. What do I put on there? Okay, right. I like this colour. This is of a paint chip, actually. And it's a really nice colour, isn't it, for a paint chip? I feel like something needs to be there, don't you? Do you think it'd be that thing or something different? Let me see. What have I got here? I could put that there. And we could write something on that. Couldn't we? And we could fasten this little piece on here too. You can just have a hanging thing there. This here is not as exciting as what I'd like, I don't think. How about that? No. How about this? Oh, that's not too bad. It's like a Christmassy thing though, so that's probably not working for me either. I suppose it doesn't matter. I'm sure that whoever gets this is going to want to do some Christmas things in it at some stage or other, aren't they? I like that one. I think I'll have this one in there. Over to the side a bit. Then I can put that down next to it. Okay. So this doesn't need to be a pocket, does it? No, there's a pocket here. And there's an envelope there, and you got that bit there. You know, there could just be a little bit of writing on this, I suppose. So we'll put that there, hey? Don't mind that one, it's alright. This is off me. Here's a graphic 45 something or other. Don't want a lot of glue, but I need to have enough so it'll stay stuck down. I don't want it waving around, as we've learnt from just past experiences just then. Come back here. Yeah, so there were some people up the street with their masks, young people with their masks underneath their chins, their faces out, misbehaving badly, school holidays. Thinking that was funny for some reason. Isn't it weird how them young people think? They think it's all just a joke. Obviously none of them have actually been sick. You know, they've not ever been sick and had to have any sort of things in their life, like, you know, been able to breathe or anything like that. No urgent trips to the doctors or anything. They've got no idea. Obviously they don't watch the news. I don't bend this thing. That's not good. It's not a very good pokey tool, that thing. Needs something that's got a bit of power behind it. There we go. Righto. Now, I'll put a brad in that. Maybe a smaller one than I've got there. Now I know you might think that there's a lot of things on these, a lot of decoration there, but I just love doing all this sort of stuff. I do. There's just no way I can leave a spare page. But on the way to all this, I make enough space for writing. I'll be putting booklets in, which I do have in the past. I'll have some booklets in there. It'll have some. Now, when you open these, some of these are easy to open, some are not. Plenty of places to write, because I know which I don't have one, but if I did, I just stuck that over that bird there. He wasn't obviously very obvious, was he? He wasn't doing anything exciting because I stuck that over him, but I didn't even notice him there, Len. Never mind. Never mind. I'm sure he's a bit... Is his tail? Maybe I can put a bird there later. I don't think I need another bird. I don't think I need anything else on there. That's really packed full of stuff. Only this part here, which I should probably put a butterfly on, I think. I did cut out some so I could do a few little, or a flower of some sort. Got a few little butterflies here. I hope I've got a good colour. They're all purple, Sonya. Yeah, they're all purple. Purple. Oh, there's purple on that. Oh, look at that. That'll work really well. Look, it goes with these, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Very good. I do like it. I'm going to have to set this packet somewhere else. It's got all this open here, you know, like when you close it. So if you turn it upside down, everything you got in there is going to fall out, isn't it? That's already happened to me. That's how come I know. I've already experienced that. Now. Right, finish that. I wanted to put a little something on the butterfly. We'll have to do that later, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to close the book. Now I just want to put enough on him, on the bottom of his body here. Yeah, like that. Actually, it landed up the right way. Ah, dear. And I've moved the camera again, so you can't see what I'm doing. Dear, oh dear. How does that keep happening? Must have to tighten up something or move myself over a bit. I'll get myself in the shot a bit further. Sorry about this. And that'll just put, so it's just his top wings are going to be the part that you tuck it down in there, see? This bit here, right? And you just tuck that down. And that's a good piece of paper to use because it's a handmade piece. Oh, well, no, actually I don't think it is. It's something really cool I bought at one stage, but it's good. It bends really well, see? So, and then we've got that bit in there. So what I need to do now is put this in here. That is a nice page. That is a nice page. I do like that. What about on there? What do you think? Yes. I think I might put it on there, because if it was me, I'd like it on that side. It is me. Is that an envelope? Yes, it is. Well, I won't be putting it there because that's an envelope. And I'll have to open it anyway. So I don't want to go too far through the book without putting, you know, I've got to have something in here because... Okay, on here. Right, we're putting it on here. That's it. We've made that decision. On the back of this is a piece of my my artwork. This is my artwork. Bit of mixed media stuff. Yes, I do like it there. So I'm going to come down a bit so it gives you, you know, plenty of tucking down room. And I'm going to put it there. Okay, out there, because you've got to get this out. Right, go over there further then. Yes, got to think of all those things, don't you, when you're doing it. I'm going to have a bit of trim on there, I'd say. Yep, so therefore I'm going to have to do that. Well, I want to do that. So we just put it on this edge bit here. Spread it out a tiny bit. You could wipe it on with your finger, but then you get all sticky. And then sometimes this glue, you can't even see it on your hands for a while. You think, oh yuck, I've got glue all over me and I did not even realise. Anyway, so here's this bit. Now there's a brad there, isn't there? So it's going to catch everything that goes into the pocket. Isn't that true? Make sure you get all right to your edges. You want to make sure that they don't start lifting up on you. They will squeeze out a bit, so whatever you do, don't put it too close, because then you're going to have it squirting out glue all over. I'm not actually squeezing this, I'm just running it up along there. Right, let's put something on that bit there before we go any further. I'm going to flatten it down a little bit more, I think. I don't know, but don't want to wreck it. This little piece of paper will do. You want something that's pretty thin, you don't want it being all bulky. And put this over it. Don't know where that airplane's going. It's out there. It must be just doing some practice flying, I suppose. I'll have to tighten that thing up. Keeps on moving by itself. That'll just stop anything getting caught. We hope. It'd be a good idea if you put some glue on the bottom of that too, Sonya. It'll just say it. Yeah. Somebody must have been yelling that at me. They must have said, Sonya, quick, you're going to have that all falling out the bottom. Okay, right. Now remember, we're going over here because we want to have plenty of room to pull that little ticket out of there. That's not bad. Pretty straight. Pretty straight. Just keeps bumping that. Sorry about this if I'm not in the shot. I really now it's dry. It's okay. Nobody panic. It's fine. Tiny bit crooked. I don't know how I did that. I just don't know how I did that. Oh dear, oh dear. Move it over a tiny bit, Sonya. That's the way. Wiggle it about. Get over here a bit. Well, I'm going to have something going down here and probably across the bottom, so I got it. I think I've made it straight. I know we're not supposed to worry about straight things, you know, especially when there's handmade things, but I don't mind straight bits. There we go. Come on, stick down. We will be coming back and checking it anyway to make sure that it has stuck down properly. Okay, so that I like. That's pretty cool. This will go under here. I think I'll put my bird under here in my pocket on this page. I might have to cut that back if I wanted to put it there, so I don't know. Okay, put this here. He's going to have to go through to that side. I could make a booklet to go underneath that. The tiny burn though, I think I'll just put him in here. Make a little hole. Wait a minute. Make sure you got it. So I don't think that looks bad on its own anyway. I could have used my thing, but I can't because it won't reach over there. My crocodile to make the hole, but it won't reach over there. that, squeeze that back together. Put that in there. Empty out this side. There we are. Now he looks right there, doesn't he? He looks good. Oh, he's not very tight. It doesn't seem like it's very tight though. It'll be fine. We'll see what else we can do with that. It's lifting up a bit there, but I think it's because I had it out of there and fiddled around with it and everything. This has to be put, something has to go on there. And this can go on here, this pocket. Gee, what's the glue here, Sonya? I know, but I don't want it to come off. I do not want it to come off. Marmon hasn't come here today yet. I'm expecting a couple of deliveries, but we'll see. Oh, look at this. You left that on there. I really love them games we do finding things. I might have told you that before. I'm doing ones online though, where we compete with other people. It's fun, except I get a bit excited for, you know, get myself all in a state of whatever. It's just, so I think I've got a really good spot stuff. I think, I don't know, because once I never used to. I don't know. Most of us sometimes we just go through the world, go through life, and we don't see a lot of things that's going on, especially when we're younger. I don't like to spot the different ones. I like the ones where there's all this stuff that you have to find in a short space of time. I've been doing that sometimes of an afternoon, not very often of an afternoon, but it's before I go to bed. Not too long though, because I can't do that. I'm not allowed to keep myself too wide awake. Okay, so we've got that, and that. So that doesn't look too bad, except we need the frillies up the side. We need to put in nice bits and pieces, and we need to cover that over, which I don't know what I'm going to put in there yet. So maybe I can put another pocket or some sort of a tuck or something in this bit. Let me see. You know what, I might like to use one of these new flower things I got the other day. Flower thing. I don't know what you do with them. I think one of these might be too big. Oh, the stamps. I do like the stamps. I think they look awesome, don't they? I really like that. So I've got a few of them, these stamp things cut out here, haven't I? I think I had them under here. Shape, stamp shapes. That's incredible, you know. I'm sure I could have had them. But one is all I found. So the background's pretty plain, isn't it? But you know what? That's for writing on and that. I guess you could put something on there, but they're pretty much for to do writing on, aren't they? Those pieces. That's be good for a belly band. That's a piece of handmade paper, that is. Oh, leaf, look at that. We put it that way. Yes, we put it that way. Okay, so what have I done with them bits? Up in here. Yes. I've seen some. In here. These are pieces I collected up to work in here because everything got thrown into a box, a couple of boxes, and therefore I didn't have, like that, I didn't have any think sorted, and I tried to go through a few things today and sort them. Oh, and I've got a book here, I'll have that. Here's a little booklet. We'll need that one, won't we? Yes. I like that thing too, the colour's cool. I thought I had one of those stamp pages in here. Here we go. There's a bit. And I do love that thing. Ah dear. I've got lots of things I want to put in here, haven't I? I do. I have a lot of things I want to put in here. Here's a bird and rabbit. My daughter was supposed to be working today, but I don't know if she's going to be doing that out there in the rain. But you know, I don't think they'd be working with electricity out there in the rain now, would they? You'd hope not. You really would. You really hope not. Oh, come on. Eyes. Oh, I have to put a bit of blue in, won't we? Let's have a look at this bit. Well, all I did today was achieve the fact that I fixed that anyway, so that's a good thing, isn't it? We fixed something, we're not going to leave it like that, are we? So let's put this here, see what I'm going to do here. Now let me see, I've got a booklet, should put a stamp or something on the front of that. I made these with the papers in it that I cut out with my Big Shot because I have a die for these little booklets, and it's really cool, isn't it? So I think that should go in here somewhere, in there, but I'm going to have to put a tie on it because I don't want it to disappear. Now the pieces that I was looking for to go in there were flower ones, actually not what I've got there. They had flowers on them. I might put them over this way. Okay. What's in that? Don't think that's it. No, that's not it. I like that. That's really nice, that, isn't it? You could do something with that, couldn't I? And I think I'll put some mauve stuff there so I can use that in there too. And here's a sticker. Right. And this is not what I was looking for, but I can surely find things in here when I'm not looking for. Oh, there's a fairy. She looks good. Oh yeah, I was cutting them out of that book the other day too that I have, I remember. Yes. Okay. And there was something else. Yes, I was trying to make that. What happened to that? That's not good. That's skew-whiff, isn't it? Oh, it's not glued together. No, it's not glued together. It's just tied up like... Okay, don't know what I was doing there. But anyway, stop getting stuff out and do something, Sonya, please. I bet you are all saying that. For goodness sake, show us something you're doing. I've got too much stuff. That's what my trouble is. I've just got too much stuff. I do. I'm going to take the heater undone now. Pull the heater cord out because I don't want that anymore. I'm getting really hot in here now. And I'm only just getting started and it's nearly time to finish, I'd say. It's what happens to me all the time. I'm too much faffing about. Right, now, for here. I want to put I want to get some lace into this thing. I really do. But whether I'm going to put it on there now or... Can't see the flower stickers. They must be in... They're not any big ones. I showed them to you the other day. Goodness. Somebody's out there having a bit of an issue with something. Sound like they've told it to move or something. Not in here, I didn't put them, did I? No. I'll make another small video. I'll turn this off when the time comes, and then I'm going to have to show you something in the next day that I've actually achieved, because I don't want you to be disappointed in what we're doing here. I don't. Now, I made that, but I don't like it, obviously, because it's still laying around. I don't know what I thought about it. It's an interesting design, I guess, but I don't like it. You know, you've got to be honest with yourself. You can't just go off willy-nilly doing things, can you? I'm losing my book here. I put my big book and my little book and my nest there, I did. And now they fell down. I do love this book. Oh, and the picture on the front is just awesome. I'm really pleased with how that turned out. I'd like to make some more of those. I get too many involved in too many things, don't I? No wonder the teacher was always telling me I was fidgeting. I was always getting into trouble for fidgeting. I couldn't stick to the one thing, probably, I don't know. Okay, so what are we putting there? We're not actually coming across with anything. That doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad at all, actually. I think I might have that, and then I'm going to put some sort of an edge around it so it'll look a bit more interesting, you know. You don't want just to be ordinary, do we? And I can't find the type of flower that I wanted to put there. Well, let's go and see if we can find something a bit more, a bit better. How about a bird? It's too dark. Oh, I like this one here. This is nice. No, too dark. You can probably go back to the one you started if you can't deal. This is not good. I like that. Probably a tiny bit too big, though. You know, your mind or yourself will tell you when you find the right thing. You'd hope. That looks good. If only he covers over that thing, that'll be fine. Look, he doesn't look like he's... I think your neighbour's making music now. I don't know how people live in them detached houses. I don't know how you people live in them over in England. I just don't know. Or Italy and them places. We have some here, but not a lot. Or like out in the country, we're lucky. We're probably 2 driveways apart on one side, and 1 driveway apart. By driveway, I mean the car width on the other side of the houses, and you can still hear, you know, any noise that they're making or whatever if they're a bit loud, but otherwise it's not too bad. If anybody lived fair through the wall or above you or anything, I think that'd be really hard because we're not used to that sort of thing here. Well, some people have, in the city there's a lot of detached places like that, or flats and things where they're all close together. But I guess we sort of like to be, you know, in their own space and not, well, that doesn't look too bad. Right, I'm going to fasten that there somehow. I'll have to tie something onto that, fasten it in so it doesn't get lost. Actually, it'll have to go on something else. It can't go there. It's too, well, that was on there. It's too small. Right, we need something bigger. Okay, so I'll come back and I'll do some, I love that. That turned out really good. I do love that one. I like this one too. He's nice. I just got to train him to go straight or something. Okay, I'll have to go. I'll be back in a minute. Stop.